Good morning, everyone. Don Gillis from Emerson. I am actually on the road today, and I want to get this fun fact out for all of you. I hope you're having a great Friday. Looking forward to the weekend. I wanted to do something really, I don't know if you want to call it generic, very basic. I can tell by some of the emails I'm getting that a lot of the listeners or folks are just getting started in the career, and that's awesome. Congratulations. We need as many as we can. I want to go over just this refrigeration cycle real quick because I didn't have anything actually canned for you today. So bear with me. I'm gonna share my screen here. I want to just walk through some very basic things here, okay? So this is the three conditions of the refrigerant in our system. This is a very basic system. We have four components here. We obviously have the metering device. We've got the compressor. We've got the evaporator, the condenser here, okay? We know what the evaporator does. It's absorbing the heat, right? The bulb's on the back side of it, adjusting that TXV. The compressor obviously is compressing. It's compressing refrigerant. More importantly, it's compressing vapor refrigerant, okay? It's raising the temperature and raising the pressure. The refrigerant that's coming through here in the suction line, by the way, is cooling that compressor. Remember, the majority of our compressors out there are refrigerant cooled. So it's picking that heat up from the compressor and it's taking the condenser. It's entering as a vapor as it rejects that heat of compression, the superheat, the load heat. Okay, it's desuperheating. It's condensing that refrigerant and it enters the liquid line. Everything in blue is the liquid line. I want you to identify the liquid line, if you will. Think about it as liquid line equals high pressure subcooled liquid. Okay, the liquid line is equals high pressure subcooled liquid. On the suction line, I want you to think of that as a low pressure superheated vapor. All right, low pressure superheated vapor on the suction line. On the discharge line, I want you to think of that as equals high pressure superheated vapor. Okay, so with that said, if we're looking for subcooling, subcooling means liquid, obviously. We're looking for it in the liquid line, okay? If you're looking for it anywhere else, you're doing it wrong. We want to check it before the metering device. We want to make sure that we have a full column of liquid, okay, entering that metering device, okay? That's very important. It's as important as having a full column of liquid or liquid entering the metering device as it is vapor entering our vapor pump, okay? These two are so important. Remember the metering device, it meters the refrigerant, but it also causes a pressure drop. I want you to think about if you went to a convenience store to fill your tire up, what would happen if that gauge wasn't, or that connector wasn't that you connect to your tire there, wasn't there? What if it was just the rubber hose and when you went to go turn it on, it was just blowing and whistling out in the parking lot there? It would never be able to build up pressure. So think of it like that, okay? We need that pressure drop to stop that pressure, okay? It's changing from a liquid to a vapor there, and it's absorbing that heat. Again, it's rejecting it out of the condenser. I like to check it leaving the liquid line also. Now, when we check the subcooling, all we're doing in very simple terms is we're subtracting what's inside the condenser, leaving the condenser, okay? That's all we're doing, all right? We're talking about superheat. For those of you just starting out, we're talking about the temperature inside the evaporator and measuring it beyond this bulb, in this case, that's leaving the evaporator. That's superheat, okay? It's whatever's inside the evaporator and whatever's leaving the evaporator, that's the superheat. It's just that simple. The condenser, the same thing for the subcooling. What's in the condenser, what's leaving the condenser. It's quite that simple, okay? And that's what your gauges are telling you. That's what a PT chart's telling you. It's saturated refrigerant. Remember, saturated refrigerant is latent heat also. It's hidden heat, changing state, but not changing temperature. Think of that boiling water on your stove, as long as there's water in there, okay? And let me see what I missed. Anything I missed here? I think I'm going to leave it at that today. Hopefully that was something. I'll get this out to you right now. Enjoy your weekend. If you're on call, be safe, okay? I appreciate your time. Hopefully you get something out. Hopefully there's at least one person that gets something out of this. And I appreciate you tuning in. I will see you next week. I'll be on the road next week, and I think we're heading back to Portland, Oregon for a class. So I'll be leaving Monday, but I will make a video through the week and share it and get it out to you, okay? All right. You all have a nice weekend. I appreciate it. Be safe out there. Take care of each other. Share the knowledge, all right? Thanks. Bye.